Welcome back to Shark Talk, episode 29. The guest to my left is a very special one. The pride of Marietta, Georgia, also Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson Taylor. Thanks so much for hopping on, bro.
Thank you for having me, Liam.
Of course, without a shadow of a doubt, you've been absolutely murdering the New England League all summer. You were off to a torrid start. We'll start on the island, though, before we get into baseball. First time in New England or what?
First time in New England, really first time up north. The only other time, I guess, would be Cooperstown back in the day. But
yeah.
I don't even count that.
No,
so
it doesn't really count, and you're getting an entirely new experience up here, which is it's a very fun mix of people on Martha's Vineyard, as you've seen through the tours boom, which you were here before in late May. What were you expecting coming in, and what's been different?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Martha's Vineyard is a very good attraction, and it's very attractive. But I mean, getting here kind of early in the summer, not a lot of people were here, like you said, and then slowly just seeing it, fill up and fill up. July 4th was crazy. That's probably the holiday here, no?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
But, I mean, just summer on the vineyard, like, I didn't know how big it was until I got up here.
Okay.
So.
And was it bigger or smaller than you expected?
Bigger.
Really?
Bigger,
okay,
yeah.
All right. What about, what have you loved about it? It's definitely a lot different. No chain restaurants. Drivers are like molasses. It can definitely get frustrating, but there's beautiful parts as well. What have you appreciated about the fact that we're on an island?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of unique stuff about the island. All the beaches here are amazing, and I really like how there's a lot of, like, stuff that's only on the island here. Like, there's no stoplights, and really everything, you mentioned driving, all the driving's like at their own pace. I like island time.
Hey.
But I've really enjoyed this a lot, this whole experience. And this is definitely somewhere I want to come back to if I can. So
I mean, we'd love to have you back. I'm sure the Cape is going to want you because you're getting on base 50% of the time, a clean 500 on base percentage. You don't see that. We might as well talk about the baseball because I'm itching to get into it. Why'd you choose the Sharks?
I chose the Sharks because in the past, Clemson players have come here and they've enjoyed it.
Tristan McClatty went crazy. He had a great summer a couple years ago. Obviously, Nolan Naraki, a couple other guys in there as well. I cut you off. Sorry.
But really, all the Clemson guys, they have tons of good things to say about this place. I got to give all credit to my pitching coach. He set it up for me. He sets up all of our summer ball. And, I mean, he made it easy for me. So
absolutely. And you didn't see any time, unfortunately, your freshman year. Somehow was ranked the number 118 freshman in the ACC by perfect game. Well, they're going to have to rethink that after the summer you've had. Started off your summer, 8 hits, 9 RBIs the first 6 games. The last 6 games, you've hit in 5 of the last 6. You've walked 11 times the last 9 games. That's not including these last 2 playoff games. Were you expecting a little tougher competition? I know that might sound like an arrogant question, but, I mean, you really found your footing, and it was right from the jump.
Yeah, I mean, not playing for a while, it definitely, like, you got to fall back in love with the game, realize why you play. But honestly, like, getting back out there, just playing again, it sparks a fire in you almost. And, like, once you see, one barrel go through, another one, and you just get on the roll. And really, that's just, and you fall back in love with the game. So I'd say just passion-wise, just realizing why I play.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you got that reminder here with the Sharks. Your walk-up song. I heard that it's a little bit of superstition, so it's a very slow country song. I unfortunately don't know the name of it. But did you choose it?
I did not choose it.
So you didn't even choose it. Shout out Chuck, our PA announcer, who just apparently saw Marietta, Georgia on the roster and just went with a country song. And, well, it worked. As I said, you were off to a scorching start. You had 6 hits through your first 3 games, as well as 6 RBIs. How have you enjoyed the travel, though? I mean, let's talk about the Patriot boat. Well, we're halfway through a playoff series right now, 1-1 to the Mystic Schooners. Got back at, 2:20 last night. It's not for the faint of heart, but what is, I guess, that little extra wrinkle of travel kind of taught you about maybe the preparation or just, like, how badly you want this? Because, I mean, you don't want to get on the Patriot after you get off a bus ride for 3-4 hours from Mystic, Connecticut.
Right. Definitely the travel, it's an all-day thing, and it's a whole team thing. I've been able to get in touch and get closer with a lot of the guys on the team, which I think is a positive.
Right.
But, the food and everything like that, like, you need to prepare. You need to know what you are getting into. But really and truly, like, the travel, it makes everything else when I get back to school easier. You know, all the travels on the bus to different places across South Carolina or across the South. Like, it's going to be a breeze now.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. No.
And definitely just like I mean, there's a lot that goes into these travel days, and that's outside of our team, and everything's run smoothly every time. So you got to give a lot of credit to the coordination, our GM, everything like that. So,
and a special shout out to Captain Cole of the Patriot of Quickwater, getting us to and from, no matter the time. Is there a travel nightmare story that comes to mind from this summer yet? Haven't been too many abysmal ones. It's just late nights. The Danbury comes to mind.
I'd say probably our very first trip on our way back.
I wasn't there because I tried to let our broadcaster do it. Bristol on the 7th of June.
At Bristol, Bristol's probably our farthest trip too, one of our farthest trips, and we get back very, very late on the Patriot. And I remember Timmy, our guy from Navy, he asked the captain, he's like, "How's the water today?" And like, I wasn't thinking anything of it or whatever, but the captain didn't give him a good look, and he's like, "I don't know, it's gonna be a rough one." And we get on it, and literally the boat's just rocking back. Like, I'm talking the worst I've seen it so far. The worst one was the first one.
Wow.
So getting off the Patriot that first time, it was definitely, I thought I was in for a summer on travel days. But after that was the worst one. I kind of got seasick a little bit.
Really?
I'm sure a lot of other people did, but after that, it's been fine.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Obviously, got to ask the broadcasters during the games about the steamship. A lot of them say they get seasick. I'm happy I missed that one, though. So got that one out of the way. As you said, inclement weather today has also forced a postponement of our winner-take-all Game 3 against the Mystic Schooners. JT's obviously started both games, started for the Southern Division at third base. Did you expect that coming in? I mean, look, obviously you have lofty expectations for yourself, I'm sure. I mean, very talented kid and coming off a great high school career. But I'm not trying to say did the coaches kind of zap any confidence, but you said you had to kind of fall in love back with the game. How much has this summer really been a boost for your confidence? I mean, you already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you come in here with a goal. The All-Star and everything that came with it is obviously nice. But honestly, just keeping your head down throughout the summer.
Yeah.
Spending a whole year training, getting my body right, making sure that I get my preparation down, just getting better at the game in general to play at the college level. It was an adjustment for sure, but just seeing the fruits of your work go in, it definitely builds a lot of confidence, and to know that I'm doing some things right. It helps. So just keep building off of that, and then going back in the fall knowing that, all right, I have this under my belt. The coaches know, I know. It brings me a lot of confidence, and probably confidence in me to coaches and teammates. So.
Absolutely. And is there one, it's obviously a little easier with pitchers because their arsenal is a little easier to talk about, whereas you're focusing on defense, you're focusing on the swing, a lot of different aspects. Is there a specific part of your game that you came this summer trying to hone in on, or is it just overall improvement, would you say?
Honestly, it's just knowing, it's slowing the game down even though we're leveling up, right? Like college ball, you can easily get sped up, easily get out of your game by just the mental part of it. I'd say coming here and competing with a bunch of other college guys, a lot of them have been around the game for a while in college, and just knowing that I can compete and I'm doing well. So it definitely helped. The whole thing is confidence, really, and just slowing the game down. You play the game for long enough, like how to throw, catch, hit. You can do it. It's just a matter of like knowing full belief that in yourself that you can.
Yes, absolutely. And you've gotten great reps of both short and third. Rocking third right now. Would you say that's your natural position?
I say at the end of my high school career, I was playing more third.
Okay.
But honestly, anywhere in the infield, like I feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
I played every position in the infield. Honestly, wherever I can, I'd say naturally, like third, I like it a lot, and I feel like I can thrive there, especially like being taller.
Right.
But honestly, like anywhere in the infield, I feel like I can thrive in. So.
Talk to me about, well, the ACC, just kind of some of the arms you saw this past year. I mean, it's a very talented conference, obviously. Von Lackey goes 3rd overall from Georgia Tech. Is there one player, one team, one moment that really was, you're like, all right, I got to come back and be prepared for this level of competition?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say our whole Clemson staff in general, like, total adjustment from high school, obviously.
Yeah.
But our whole staff, fall and spring, like they had a great fall and spring. Made the competition really, really good for all of us hitters. Mm-hmm. Just watching the ACC arms, though, like I got to give credit, obviously, to North Carolina.
Yes.
They had some great arms all the way around. But I feel like in terms of our Clemson arms, like we have a great staff. I can't give enough credit to our starters, our relievers, like facing them almost every day preseason and even throughout, the week whenever they needed to pitch, like they gave great at bat. Like they competed very, very hard.
I'm happy you got some live ABs, right, despite the fact it wasn't any in-game action. Quick shout out to Justin Legurnick, who I'm not sure if he's still with the Tigers, but got drafted, was a former Shark. My Lord, does that slider play. Let's talk about your high school real quick. Walton High School down in Marietta. First, so you were born in Birmingham, Alabama. When did you make that move?
Yeah, I was born in Birmingham. Grew up there at first a little bit.
Okay.
Then I went to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
My dad's a marketer, so the big hubs are Birmingham and Atlanta.
So you went from Birmingham to Center City, Atlanta?
Not Center City,
Okay.
kind of outer parts. I like to claim Atlanta a little bit, though. But
nothing wrong with that.
More so like Marietta area,
Right.
if you know where that is. But yeah, born in Birmingham, moved to Marietta.
How old were you?
I was about 4 years old.
Oh, okay.
Lived there till I was 10 years old. Moved back to Birmingham.
Really?
Yeah, stayed there for like 2 years and then moved back to Atlanta.
No way. Interesting. That's an interesting contrast as well. You're a little familiar with the Blazers, right?
Mm-hmm.
UAB, where we have 2 Sharks as well. Talk to me about some of the impressive Sharks that you've encountered. I mean, it's one of the most talented summer ball squads I've seen. And it's hard to go with just one guy, right? But if you had to pick one that's impressed you, I know I'm jumping all over the place. Who would you say? I mean, it's hard, but you're on the spot.
I'd say position-wise, we have so many guys that love to compete and that play the game the right way.
Yes.
It's hard, definitely in the summer, to find those type of guys that are all about the team, all about the Sharks in this case. And then pitching-wise, like our whole staff has really been amazing.
Yeah.
If I were to narrow it down to one guy that competes, I've never seen him show up to the field and not be ready to work, it'd probably be Kevin Hall. Honestly, you mentioned the Blazers. He carries himself the right way. He plays the game the right way.
Yes.
I'd give it to him position-wise. And then pitching, all of our pitchers, honestly, I'm confident with any pitcher that goes out there, they're going to compete and they're gonna give us an opportunity to win every time.
Yeah.
So
Asking your ego to take a check, but which arm would you say would give you the toughest time on the staff? We do have like 11 lefties.
yes,
So
we
Matty Ice slider.
we haven't faced like any arms live ABs.
Of course.
It's always been against other teams. Just watching it has to be a lefty, one of the lefties. All of our lefties have like sick off speed. I can't really narrow it down to one.
You got to pick one, man. Just throw a name out there.
Throw a name out there. It would probably be Ryan Gold.
Oh,
his slider, his stuff off speed, and then
that change up, man.
Yeah, his mix, I'd say definitely would give me trouble.
That's a great answer. He's been shoving. He only has 50 strikeouts through 30 something innings in the NECBL. He's walked 9. Yeah, very talented squad. Also, another Georgia guy. How about the Georgia representation with the Kennesaw State boys? Shout out James McGee, Ryan Renfro, Ryan Gold, of course. Jackson Taylor to my left. Differences between the South and the North. Russ Curran is the opposite of Southern hospitality. Maybe one of the most unapproachable men on this island in New England. Talk to me about the Currans, just kind of how they help foster a family environment for you and maybe your first impressions because, Russ can be scary to a lot of people, as can Danielle.
Yeah, I mean, they hooked me up with a great spot, and they make sure to take care of me. It's almost like a respect thing with Russ.
Yeah.
You know, like if you show him respect, he'll be more than welcome.
Yeah.
But he's very big on loyalty too. Staying throughout the summer, he's been preaching that since day one. And how big is that on your character and how that reflects on you? He's been doing this for a long time, obviously. But really and truly, like they've been great. Russ has been a great GM. Danielle as well, like she operates everything behind the scenes at the Shark Tank. Can't give enough credit to her as well. But really, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. And I keep cutting you off, but I mean, they definitely can seem like they're stressed, like they want to get something done, but they're truly some of the sweetest people on this island. You just can't piss them off, and people piss them off by leading the island players, great talented players. And I mean, this squad has just stayed here. Obviously, you've got some guys in and out. Won't mention names, and it makes sense, right? Like Cal Powers. I mean, through 84 innings, he faced 365 batters, so you need the arm to have a break. But I mean, the fact that we have Kevin Hall Jr., you, Wesley Scott, Roper into August is not something you see typically, and it's definitely a testament to them. All right, we're right next to the church. It's not a good segue, but we'll talk about your faith. So have you always been religious? Is that a family thing, or is that an independent thing that you saw?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, definitely a family thing, getting into it. I mean, my parents always took me to church and everything. But it definitely grew the moment I got out of high school, going into college. I know, college life, it's different, living on your own.
Right.
You get to find a lot about yourself.
Yes.
But, really independently, I'd say I found my faith when I got into college. I made that choice.
So recent, this year, pretty much.
When I really got strong.
Right.
But sometimes family growing up, like you can kind of go through the motions and stuff.
Absolutely.
Especially when it's not on you to go do it. But definitely, when it was on me, I feel like taking that step was really, really important. But also just going through baseball every day, doing that, it's really easy to lose focus of what truly matters. And really and truly, definitely going to college with that would definitely help.
Absolutely. It's perfectly said. Has it opened anything up, mentally wise? Do you feel more comfortable out there, or is it not really coming through just yet?
Definitely free. Playing free. Playing knowing that whatever I do, good or bad, it's just a game as well. Kind of lowers my expectations a little bit. You don't go up there wanting to go 4 for 4 every game, or think that you have to do this, have to do that. Just knowing that taking the worry, God has the worry. He bears that, and that you really just have to go out there and play. It's freeing.
Absolutely. McGee said the battle's already won when you get to the field, which is kind of along similar lines. I continue to just bounce all over the place in this conversation, but I got to talk about your high school career at some point. Number 11 shortstop in your class in the state of Georgia, 59 overall player. Won a state championship your senior year. Did you feel disrespected by any of that ranking?
I mean, honestly, I don't really pay attention with a lot of the rankings. I remember recruiting-wise, the rankings were a lot, especially with how attractive you were to coaches and everything. They look at that. Yeah. But the more that you get into the game, really just keeping your head down and knowing whatever I'm ranked, I'm me. It's not I go out there, we have to go out there tomorrow, play. The ranking's just a number to me, honestly. But yeah, you want to be an attractive player. You want people to think highly of you. Yeah. But in reality, just trying to know my worth and confidence in myself is a big thing, especially when the rankings will go up and down and sideways, whatever. But yeah, definitely just keeping my head down no matter what that ranking is, just keep working.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And it's also the same for the game of baseball. I mean, no matter how good you are at this game, you're going to struggle. It's just how it is. It's a round ball. You're hitting it with a round bat, and sometimes you're going to hit it perfectly at the wrong spot. Talk to me about your decision for Clemson. Was that early in your high school career? And obviously, it seems like you love the Tigers. Was that a school for you before you were recruited? Were you a fan? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I was a fan of the Tigers. Definitely Clemson baseball, very attractive spot to play baseball. Definitely. Been following the Tigers since I was a little kid. And honestly, I committed there, mid-junior year. Okay. Went through the recruiting process, got to visit Clemson, got to talk to the coaches. I fell in love with it, right when I stepped on campus. And went to other schools. Other schools obviously were attractive too, but nothing felt right besides Clemson to me.
Absolutely. And it seems like you made the right decision. I'm excited to see you ball out next year. You've been patiently waiting your turn. you've also been patiently working so many walks, 21 walks through 25 regular season games for a kid with power. I mean, you're striking out 4 less times than you are walking, at least in the regular season sample size. Have you always been that patient of a bat and been able to slug?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like getting on base in terms of walks, like taking my walks when they're there, has been a good thing for me. I've always been able to get on base.
Yeah.
And then when the pitches are there, when they try to get ahead and miss a pitch, like being able to barrel the ball up, hit it hard wherever I can. But really, yeah, getting on base, doing what I can to get the next guy up, that's definitely been a staple. And that's a staple of Clemson baseball too. So.
Well said. Well, is there one highlight that you have from this summer season? Can be personal, can be just funny-wise. We've had a lot of, well, I guess on-the-field moments. I won't shout out Alex Grant, as the Kennesaw State boys already told that story, him hiding behind a chair. You can go to an in-game moment or not. You had that really cool inside the Parker, triple, and then reached on the air. Pretty hype moment. You were as well. Is there? Give me an on-the-field highlight from this summer, and then maybe off the field. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Honestly, the games themselves, like coming in, like summer ball, especially playing summer ball in high school, like a lot different vibe than school ball in high school. But when I got here, like the games are extremely competitive. Yeah. We get after it. We get chirpy with other teams too. I'd say definitely just like the on-field chirps that happen are one of my favorite parts. Kind of just keeping the game light as well, but also like it's a little bit of an edge to it. But really, it's all we've been winning a lot, and after every win, going in the locker room, that's definitely like a fun part. Just like celebrating with the guys. On field, it has to be just like little banters we have like in between innings. Like we're not afraid to like pull each other's skin a little bit. Okay. We're not afraid to like get after one another in a good way.
Right.
So I definitely say just like on the field banter that we have, but off the field it definitely has to be on the bus, pregame and postgame. Like it's got to be like the Mafia that we play. Yep. There's a lot of great moments there. We try to play a lot of games, get a lot of the team chem going, but throughout the summer, like we've gotten so close.
Yes.
So
I mean, there was a beach day early June where I look up and it's the entire team there. And I mean, you just don't see that in summer baseball. These are kids that obviously have not met each other coming into this summer. I mean, you didn't know anybody on the team, right?
I knew of people. Yeah. I wasn't really close with anyone on the team. So going in, like I knew we were gonna all make friends and everything like that, and keep in touch after this. But yeah, definitely going in not knowing really anyone on the team. It's wouldn't say nerve-wracking, but it was definitely like a change.
And you're going to a part of the country you've never been to, like a deep part of the country you've never been to, much less New England. You're on an island in the bottom right corner. Is there a specific chirp that you can share that you've picked up, or maybe one of your favorites? I know the Bat Boys love Smell Ya Pizza. Is there one that you can share to the people that you've maybe picked up, or just a personal favorite? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you mentioned See Ya Pizza. That originated from like Mafia, from the Pizza Man and Mafia. That's definitely one of my favorites. Honestly, like anything where the batter does something embarrassing, like if it's like a 3-ball count and the umpire calls a strike, batter throws a ball, like throws the bat, like go pick up your bat, like go, I don't know, some fun, just some fun to like get in the batter's head when they're still playing, like, but nothing like. Skip does a good job of kind of reeling us in a little bit in terms of like calling out players and stuff. But
he was mad last night for a second there early. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, but it was like third inning. It was just left and right. Schooners screaming from their dugout, Sharks screaming from the dugout. Tempers flared. Eventually, they cooled down. I guess my question is, I'm just going everywhere. I keep cutting you off, but it's all right. Is there any cons from the Vineyard living here that you maybe don't appreciate? Obviously, you've already talked about how great it is, so you can kind of be honest about just the struggles of living on a place where the resources are relatively tapped.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the no chains. I mean, living in the South, like having chains literally down the street from you is definitely a little different. But all the food here is amazing. Like all the restaurants here, they do a great job. They're very personable too when you go in there. But definitely like the Uber Eats and all that. But on the road trips, that's what I kind of
Yeah.
look forward to too. Pregame, like going to Chipotle,
Come on now.
Jersey Mike's, all that. But if I had to just say one thing, probably just like the chains. But
Yeah.
besides that, it's an amazing place.
Is there a favorite establishment that is climbing the ranks through the first 2 months?
I definitely. There's a lot of really good ones. I love getting a breakfast burrito, either Highlands General or Waterside.
Okay.
Shout out. And then I'd say overall food, I gotta go Classic Sharky's. They have, in my opinion, some of the best selection in terms of at least like in Southern food.
Right.
But their wings are amazing. So yeah.
I've never been there, unfortunately, which is kind of, I mean, I guess there's no relation. No, they're not a sponsor, so I can say, I can admit that. But it's interesting. We talked about, obviously, McGee is a big foodie, and so that was a big part of our podcast, talking about how he's finding some Southern dishes. All right, well, I won't keep you here too much longer. This has been a great episode. At the end, I'll give you a little platform, say whatever you want. Put on the spot, really, just your message. I'm going to throw you a couple goofy questions first, though. MV Sharks lover, have you met a fan page that is as ruthless as the one that supports the Sharks?
I have not. I've seen a lot of Barstool pages, a lot of pages that go along with that, but MV Shark lover, he does a great job. Keeps it fun.
Yes, he does. Makes
sure to spread the love to everyone. I love it. Really, I can't say enough good things. I didn't know the Martha's Vineyard Sharks, like having a page like that, having a fan like that, it's definitely it means a lot. So
it does. Well, you can see how much it means to the community. I mean, obviously we lead the league in attendance. The games are great, but it's just an island community that needs a team, and well, the Sharks are their pro sports team, I guess, in a way. Any things you feel like I haven't covered to this point? I know I'm kind of reversing the roles, asking you to be the podcaster.
Honestly, no. I mean, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You've done this for a while.
Yeah.
It shows. But I mean, I think you've covered a lot. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Well, let me just read off this caption from last night, because I definitely can't read the one before that. By the way, obviously our producer is MV Sharks lover. His smile is only ear to ear. We're down to our last breath, gentlemen, but I ain't hear no fucking bell. We got 9 innings tonight. 9 innings to scratch, claw, bite, whatever we got to do to win this game and keep our dreams of Faye Vincent alive. I don't know about you, but you should be doing it for the guy in the last 2 slots. Peyton Skip Fuller in his prime, which, wow, that surprised me.
Surprised me too.
Man, that jawline, where did it go?
Oh.
That is a man who will sacrifice everything for you guys. It's up to us, gentlemen, who is willing to throw their nuts on the table and fight for us, because it's us against everyone. No one wants to see us win. So what are you going to do about that? We're not done. At Mystic Baseball, tell your manager to keep changing his starter last minute and see what happens when Skip Fuller sees him later today. Hashtag blank them to death. Hashtag man rocket skip. Hashtag fins up as always. Great job, Mr. Lover, and he's taking great pride, but it doesn't mean a damn thing without a ring. As I'm sure you've heard, an awful collapse last August. I mean, one of the worst losses I've seen in all sports. Up 7 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and you get a pop fly to the second baseman. Russ Curran was screaming, crying, throwing up. So hopefully, I'm just telling all the best players now, so you can use that as motivation. Not that you need that. How confident are you in this team? I mean, it's such a talented squad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely confident. We've been doing it all year.
Yeah.
We've played these teams throughout the season.
Yep.
We know what every team's capable of. We know what we're capable of. If we play our best, I really feel like no one can beat us. But just having like that support you mentioned, like with the fan page, with our GM, like even though I wasn't there last year,
right.
it's still talked about.
Yeah.
Like
it lingers.
It definitely lingers for sure. And reading the captions definitely from the pages, like it fires everyone up. Like we talk about it, and there's a lot of like a bad taste. There's a bad taste left from last year, and we want to do something about it.
Yeah.
So.
And this new group can feel that. And man, I'm getting chills already. Mystic, good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you at the Shark Tank. All right, last I guess spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot for. Any message you got to the people? Anything you want to shout out, or the floor's yours?
Honestly, I just want to shout out the entire Sharks organization, everyone that goes into it. You, Liam, you, MV Shark. I mean, it's there's a lot of moving parts that go into summer ball. Me, my first year being in summer ball, I didn't know how much like that meant. All the host families on the island, like being a host family on an island, definitely has to be hard. I have to shout out my host fam, Nat and Libby. It's their first year.
Really? Okay.
Very first year. They're from Atlanta too.
There you go. That makes it easy.
But I hope me and Ryan Renfro, we've been good host kids to them. But just every host family that can take people in, especially on the island, I feel like that can be not a burden, but it can be a lot getting into it at times. Yeah. And I'm very, very appreciative of them. And I'm very appreciative of just everyone on staff, all the interns, right. Everyone up in the booth, everyone, concessions, Danielle, Russ, everyone that it goes involved with. Yeah. Very, very appreciative of them.
Wow. What an episode this was. 29 up, 29 down. He might be a better person than he is a baseball player. I'm not sure how that's possible. This was great, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Fins up.